A very good morning to Dr. V. Sandeep, IEEE Senior Member, our keynote speaker of the day, currently a faculty at National Institute of Technology, Andhra Pradesh. Dr. Apeksha Madhukar, Branch Counselor, IEEE Student Branch, Central University of Karnataka. Dr. Santosh Kumar, IEEE District Coordinator, Gulbarga District, faculty, students, and each and everyone who are invited. I am Varun Srinivas, Student Branch Membership Development Committee Chair, IEEE Student Branch, Central University of Karnataka. I take pleasure in inviting you all to a talk on IEEE membership by Dr. V. Sandeep. We live in the 21st century, a time where each individual has to possess some experience in leadership, teamwork. Recruiters want their employees to be embedded with qualities like fortitude to work in dismay, the courage to stand up for something, the patience to hear someone out, and the audacity to share your work. These skills shall surely improve your kitty. The question that arises is, where do I get these from? A few may listen to some very good podcasts or a few courses on personality development. But unless one has been on the field, one could never really imbibe these skills. The best possible way is to enter a tech club or a society for a student with a major in science and technology. Technology makes it possible to gain control over everything except our technology, said John Trudeau. Nevertheless, this has proven to be true always over the past and will be in the future. Technology is so much fun that the probability of drowning into it is high. IEEE Student Branch, Central University of Karnataka, was no exception. The feel of this craze crept into students of CUK and led to the launch of the IEEE Student Branch in Central University of Karnataka on 30th August 2018. The IEEE Student Branch is under the Bangalore section, one of the most active and innovative sections of IEEE. It was with a vision that students would benefit immensely vis-a-vis, understand and learn the importance of teamwork, team spirit, leadership, networking, and have fun on working on projects. They would have access to the standards development, resources, and opportunities that would be needed to keep them on the top of changing technologies. IEEE Student Branch, Central University of Karnataka, was established on 30th August 2018. Currently, there are 76 students and faculty members enrolled. During the period of September to December 2018, we hosted around 30 events and received the Most Promising Student Branch Award from IEEE Bangalore section. We conducted IEEE Extreme Coding Competition 12.0, the world's biggest programming 24-hour competition, and bagged a rank of 1,454. We received grants for Student Innovative Project in the year 2018. We received the IEEE Headquarters Grant for the first year. IEEE Extreme 13.0 was conducted successfully with 3 teams securing ranks below 1,000 globally. We received the Regional IEEE Regional Exemplary Student Branch Award in the year 2019. Student volunteers got selected for the SAC team in IEEE Bangalore section. IEEE Day 2020 Webmaster is from our branch. IEEE section Humanitarian Student Innovation Project Fund 2020 was received by student volunteers of our branch. A volunteer from our branch is the IEEE Extreme 14.0 Regional Lead. Now it's my privilege to invite Dr. Apeksha Madhukar, Branch Counselor, IEEE Student Branch, Central University of Karnataka, for the introductory remarks.
Thank you, Varun, for elaborated discussion about IEEE Student Branch of Central University of Karnataka. So, good morning, everybody, and good morning, Dr. Sandeep sir, HOD of E Department in IT Andhra Pradesh. It is our honor to have you, sir, here. You are the, as everybody know, that you are the pioneer of IEEE Student Branch of CUK. Hence, we thought that no other than you can motivate the student up to the extent which you can. So, and I'm sure that after this session, many students will be will get inspired to join the IEEE student branch of Central University of Karnataka, and they will utilize the benefit of IEEE stream what Bangalore section and what the globally people are utilizing. So I hope they will be motivated with your talk. And on behalf of IEEE student branch of Central University of Karnataka, I welcome you, sir. And apart from that, I welcome all of you in the session. And please enjoy. And in case you have any doubt or any query, then please write it down and it will be answered at the end of the session. So please enjoy. Yeah, over to you, Varun.
Thank you, ma'am. Now moving on to the main part of today's session. Dr. V. Sandeep is a PhD from IIT Delhi, a senior IEEE member, also a member of the Power Energy Society, Power Electronics Society, Industrial Application Society, Industry Electronics Society. He has worked as a faculty in Central University of Karnataka from 2013 to 2019, during which he played a pivotal role in establishing IEEE Student Branch Central University of Karnataka. Being a witness of his dedicated efforts, we at IEEE Student Branch Central University of Karnataka are ever grateful to him for his services that he has rendered in its inception and growth. He is currently a faculty at NIT Andhra Pradesh and the branch counselor of Student Branch NIT AP. I take the great privilege and indeed an honor to invite Dr. V. Sandeep for the keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Yes. Good morning to all of you. And first of all, I would like to thank the CUK IEEE student branch inviting me and then given an opportunity to interact and then share my views on IEEE and membership and benefits to all the student members and even non-members and few volunteers also. And actually, it's very important, anyone, technical or professional career. Okay, so IEEE will play a good role in that. And okay, let me start my presentation. Is it anything to tell now? Can I go ahead with my presentation?
Yes, sir, you can go ahead.
Yes, yes. Okay, I will share my screen now. And let me start. So is it, my screen is visible?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so, okay, good. Yeah, and really I'm glad today, and I'm happy again, connecting with my students and other, faculty members, and I'm enjoyed working at Central East of Karnataka for 6 years, and also happy to continue my association with Central East of Karnataka and then CUK IEEE student branch also. And yes, I have, see the registration also. It's a good response to this today's program, and I wish that students get today what are the benefits of IEEE. I'm aware of that there are already students. Some students are have taken the IEEE membership, and some student planning to take up. So right now they are maybe non-members, and some students they are in confusion whether to renew the membership. What is useful if you renew and then continue the process, and these kinds of variety of students that you get it actually. And mainly this today's my presentation will focus on IEEE benefits and opportunities student exclusively, and somewhere I will also mention the benefits to professional members like faculty and other professional engineers also. So I take this opportunity to go ahead with my presentation. So this is what my motto of today's presentation. One is to encourage the student non-members to join IEEE to become members, and to encourage the existing student members to continue their renewalship of IEEE in further years also. So these are two main mottos. I kept it today's this program. So let me go ahead now. Yeah, and a few points what I'm going to discuss. Maybe being IEEE member, you may be aware of it, but still definitely I have some new content to express that you will be utilize those kind of resources and opportunity also. I hope, I believe it. Maybe at the end of the session, maybe You can give me feedback also. No issue. And now let me start with IEEE. So IEEE, all of you know this abbreviation of IEEE, the Institution of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Okay, IEEE, and it's a tag for IEEE is advancing technology for humanity, and it's a not-for-profit organization. IEEE is the world's largest technical professional society dedicated to advancing technology for benefit of humanity. So you can think now actually what is IEEE from this definition itself, like what IEEE it is. Okay, it's just not only work with electrical electronics engineers or domain. So main motto of IEEE is advancing technology for humanity. That can be any sector. Okay, that can be water, that can be energy, that can be health, that can be transportation. So if you look at any sector, even agriculture also. So IEEE is it's contributing actually. That we need to understand. This is behind IEEE. And coming to mission, so IEEE has very clear mission and vision statements actually. So core purpose of IEEE is foster technological innovation and excellence for the benefit of the humanity. And then vision, so IEEE will be essential to the global technical community and to technical professionals everywhere. Okay, it's global. And to be universally recognized for the contribution of the technology and technical professionals in improving the global condition. And thing is, you can be anywhere. You can be India, you can be abroad, you can be small town and big town, or anywhere you can be there, no problem. And you will be recognized universally for your contributions for developing the technology and thereby improving the global conditions and improving the working for benefit of the humanities. So this is what clear and vision is IEEE is having it. And yeah, so wherever let me another wherever my voice is not clear or my connection lost, please somebody can call me also. And now right now my voice is okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, it's fine, sir.
Fine. So now what IEEE members do actually. So okay, so creating enthusiasm and in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay, this is very clear. It's a STEM education. Actually, still even if you look at a recent National Education Policy 2020, they were emphasizing on the STEM education. Whatever education you take it, whether it is arts or humanity, engineer or anything. Okay, you need to concentrate on the STEM education. This is the main motto that we are also working, and we are making a mechanism. We are making a some kind of enthusiasm to create in this, popularizing the STEM education. This is one of the motto behind the IEEE members, working culture. And we are the members of IEEE work for advancement of the technology for humanity. So this is what another main motto is. It's in line with the tagline of the IEEE, and IEEE and its members inspire the global community through its highly cited publications, the conferences, technology standards, and professional and educational activities. This is where we outreach to the global community. Okay, so I hope you understand actually what are we, and we'll discuss elaborately these activities also, how we can outreaching through IEEE. And IEEE working areas, as already just now mentioned, and it opens doors for all the opportunities that wherever you will enter and develop your professional identity in the IEEE designated fields of interest. Okay, and that is one is science, another is technology, engineering, and mathematics. This is what again is called the STEM. Okay, so even somebody like somebody applying for IEEE membership next higher positions, like example like senior member. Okay, so once you are now in maybe in a student member, then you will be elevated to member to senior member to fellow. They will ask who some IEEE will ask you whether you are worked in the IEEE designated field of interest. Yes, okay, STEM education, that we need to justify that. Okay, so this is areas IEEE works. So you don't fixed to IEEE is working only electrical engineering or communication engineering or something. It's not the working area of the IEEE. IEEE working in the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And next, IEEE, look at the IEEE history. So most of you know about it, IEEE history. It was founded in 1884, and with Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Alva Edison among its chartered members, actually, as a chartered member. And last year, 2019, it was almost, we are more than 450,000 members we have in over 160 countries. And also out of which you can look at the student membership. Okay, 125,000 plus student members are available, and they will have the share of 25% in the IEEE membership actually. And also IEEE, it's contributed to global with a nearly 1,300 global standards. Okay, you can find them in number of areas like power, energy, aerospace, biomedical, information technology, robotics, communication, computers, home automation, and transportation, nanotechnology, any more areas, and still another 700 plus standards under development. Hopefully, I think within a year or two, next very near future, IEEE will cross that 2,000 global standards. Okay, and IEEE you can find everywhere, and we connected to everybody life and everybody profession also. It's connected. And like how another example, like Google, you might be very much familiar with the Google. Is it right? Whatever information data you need to, you want it, then what you do, you immediately search for Google. Is it right? For information and data. So similarly, I just give another quote. If you want anything about technical knowledge, okay, technical updates, you need to search into IEEE only. There is no other way. That is the main primary source actually. So this is how IEEE is connected to everybody's life. And next, IEEE, when you make it a glance, just now already we had the members. And it was also divided like sections, okay, worldwide sections, and that is based on the regions. And then under the section, there are the chapters. Under that, under the section, there are student branches, student branch chapters, technical chapters also is there. Even CUK also having the IEEE PES technical chapter also it has actually. And there are some affinity groups also which can work with the different with the different aspects like a woman in engineering, and young professional, life member, IEEE entrepreneurship. Like these are all comes under affinity groups actually. And also there are 39 societies IEEE it has, and 7 technical councils, and you can see that more than 5 million documents are available in the IEEE Explorer digital library. And you can look at per month there are more than 8 million downloads is happening actually. And also IEEE has 1,300 active standards and more than 700 standards under development. And it has generals. So IEEE has more than 200 journals. It has magazines, journals, and magazines. IEEE it has a database of more than 2,000 plus conference database, and a lot of things it's happening actually with IEEE. And IEEE is divided into regional wise actually. So we are part of Asia Pacific. Asia Pacific is this India and Pakistan, China, and these Indonesia, and then Singapore. Okay, these are all countries, and then plus Australia, also Australia and New Zealand. So this is we are part of the regional region 10 actually. Okay. And next is membership growth. You can see here, it was we have a record like 1963 to, you can see recent years actually it was grown to close to 5 lakhs membership right now IEEE has at global level. And then we can you can look at from this slide also R10 region, it has very good membership. So after the R1 region actually, R1 to R6 region actually. So after that we have the R10 region. It has a good number of members in this region actually, with 30% share. And look at this is organizational units how under R10 Asia Pacific. So there are by 2018 it was 58 section and subsections, councils, chapters, student branch, and affinity group, student branch chapter. This is how it is organized actually IEEE at under the region 10 Asia Pacific region. And now look at this is a hierarchy of the organization chart of the IEEE, how it works actually with the board of directors and the executive committee, and then staff, and then standards association, technical activities board, and publication service and product boards, and member and geographical activities. This is how this will. And how does IEEE works? Yes, IEEE works with staff and volunteers and the members. Actually, it is synergizing. Actually, all the workplace who have been involved. Actually, we are going to synergize and then come, arriving with a fun learning outcome. And this is what I was talking about IEEE technical societies. These are right now is a 38 technical societies are available. And we look at the various societies actually. Suppose electrical engineers, they will be interested in the power and energy, industrial applications and power electronics. Okay, communication engineers, they may be interested in the communication society and then electronics devices and control systems like that, and circuits and systems like that, and antenna and propagation, aerospace and electronic system like that. There is societies are made. So these societies will technically current and network with the colleagues locally and abroad, and collaborate on the research projects with the leading experts. This is how it's framed it, these societies. And under the society, there will be journals and then local. Chapters will be there. So they will work at a local level and the global level also. And there will be IEEE councils also there. So based on the advancements in the broad areas like and the biometric counseling on the electronic design and automation, nanotechnology council, sensor council on the superconductivity system council, counseling RFID. So these are the broad areas where the IEEE also contributed with technical councils. And there are the IEEE communities are there. So this is coming to particular technology on the cutting edge subjects actually. So recently you might have familiar with a lot of advancement emerging technology like big data, machine learning, blockchain, cloud computing, all these things, and robotics. Is it right? Smart grid, smart cities. These are all they made a community where you'll find the coverage of coverage will be in general in nature, and which includes multidisciplinary topics and the emerging concepts actually. So you will find a lot of multidisciplinary work. What is on the current research. If somebody who are interested in smart grid, what is happening in the smart grid at a global level. So you can go into the a smart grid website and look into what are the e-resources available to you, and then you can get into some kind of a project through that whatever knowledge and resources that you get here. And most of these technical communities are free for IEEE members actually. Very few are chargeable, but most of them they are free. We need to look into their membership. When you get into membership, they will say it is most of the communities will be added to with a $0 actually. And now IEEE, already I mentioned in the previously, as IEEE known for standards. Okay, now example, I'm just giving you a few examples here. IEEE standards for the industrial commercial power systems now. So this is big way it's contributing to electrical engineering. Okay, they have a standard, set global standards. And IEEE standards is there for a design of reliable industrial and commercial power systems, maintenance, operation, safety of the industrial and commercial power systems, IEEE 902, 493. And there are IEEE also popular for the power quality standards actually. And there are a lot of power quality issues, like you can see that at a domestic, at user level, at the utility level, at the generation level. So you will find power quality issues at various stages of in power systems actually in electric power. So IEEE made already standards for that. So monitoring the power quality, voltage sag indices, and then power system compatibility and process equipment, power and grounding electronic equipment, power quality definition, power quality, voltage flicker, harmonic and control in power, electrical power systems actually. So these are all standards. Whatever now you do any research project. So ultimately you need to verify your performance or output. We need to validate with the as per the standards. Okay, is it right? So we cannot make your own new outcome or which is not suitable to end users or something like. So we should make whatever outcome that will be suitable, and we should be as per the standards. Okay. So these are the standards we need to follow in our research projects generally. And next is it continues like that. N number of, I said more than 1300 plus standards are the series capacitor, instrument transformers, synchrophasers, and this is a very latest technology, synchrophasers, data transfer, and for recent technology also they made it. And then this is a very famous IEEE standard for the testing procedure for polyphase induction motors and generators. And students, especially electrical engineering students, they might be doing, they will do the this induction motor open no load test, block rotor test, load test, and all. So how do you know this is as per this procedure only I need to conduct the experiments in the laboratory. So this is the standard tells you how to test your motor, how to run your motor, how to operate your motor. Okay, so this IEEE standard is behind that actually. And like that, you can go a number of standards is behind whatever now you're reading and then you are exercising. All background is IEEE standard. As per that IEEE standard only, we are following the guidelines and we're installing and we are operating the equipments. And next is it goes here. Another standard is very popular, very recent one. IEEE 1547. It is for distribution resource, like who are working in renewable energy sector. Okay, microgrids. Okay, so this is very good standard actually. Everywhere it's now the standard is being quoted in their research work and projects. IEEE 1547, microgrid and renewable energy sector. So these are all different amendments, and then different application guides of the this IEEE 1547. And also IEEE contributed well in the communication sector. You might have known now you see your mobile phone. So mobile phone, there is IEEE standard in that. Okay, there is a Bluetooth, is it right? Bluetooth, internet, and wireless LAN, and then cable modems, wireless PAN, Bluetooth, Zigbee, wireless access, mobile broadband. So all these things, Ethernet, all these things you can MAC layer, everything is IEEE standards. Whatever you see in the telecommunication, satellite communication, mobile communication, so all the operations are being now working as per the IEEE standards only. This is what we are very familiar actually. And IEEE, this is how IEEE society is already framed. So IEEE Power and Energy Society, this is one society, okay. And broadly under IEEE, this is a societies are based on the strategic areas, okay, domain areas. It is made like a society. Now we look at the power and energy. Maybe the students of electrical engineering and other interdisciplinary students also maybe can be interested in this society to join as a member. Okay, so and now this is what actually IEEE PES means more power to the future. This is what the caption for the IEEE PES actually. So now you are already aware of a lot of developments in the electrical engineering. Now electrical engineering is not as what we studied and what is there in way back in 1980s and 1990s, even 2000 actually. Now completely electrical engineering is associated with the other advanced topics like machine learning, and then data science, and then artificial intelligence, big data, blockchain, and all. So now where do you get these kind of updated concepts related to your electrical engineering subject? You will get it here actually. Okay. And you can go to, if you are a member of this society, what we can do is we can go to these all technical activities, conferences, publications, and then this. And also you can download a lot of e-materials as a free actually. Even you don't need to pay any money for downloading e-materials of the slides, tutorial slides and all. But you can download with a free with $0 actually. Just you can log in, place your card, and when you click it, then immediately you will get a PDF. But it is restricted. You cannot circulate it to others actually. It is only exclusive to the member only. Like so, whoever individual can download, and then you can get the updated knowledge. And next there is another society. So IEEE Power Electronics Society. So this is like this is another society. Where power electronics engineers are contributing to this actually. Especially power electronics is a very good subject and evergreen subject in electrical engineering. As if we are through electronics, how do you control the power actually? So it's example like power level can be low level to high level to low level, and then similarly voltage and currents can be controlled. Is it right? Frequency can be controlled. All these things we are doing with ultimately we are able to control the power. So using these semiconductor devices, okay. And this is very good society for electrical engineers and other interdisciplinary also. So even electronics also actually, they also communication student, they also work with power electronics. And this is what this is also he will get a good material here also. This is like every society they will have its own resource center. Okay, so you should go to PELS resource center and download the materials. Okay, and then get updated your knowledge. Similarly with PES also. And similarly, there is another society, industrial electronics. So where the electronics related with the industry automation, industry advancements, with related electronics and energy also, and transportation sector and all these things. Even healthcare also can be healthcare also part of it. So all these, electronics, industrial electronics related sectors all be involved in this society. And you can also join this society. It's very good for interdisciplinary, students also actually. This is one. And then industrial applications. Now, whatever you work on research product and then you build up the prototype. Now, ultimately, it need to reach a market and it need to be some kind of, outreach to the, end user. Is it right? So then it should be generally, as an entrepreneur, as an industry, you need to, popularize, you need to get into product into the society or, to the end user. Like, so now this is a industrial application society will help you, like, getting into a lot of industrial advancements, like, what advancements happening with the various technology. It can be any technology. Okay, so that can be come into this society, and then they can popularize the things through publications, and then their, articles, all these things. Actually, this is a lot of, any engineer can, join these industrial applications. Actually, it's not only dedicated to, electrical electronics. Any engineering, any, even science graduates. Okay, they can also be part of this, industrial applications. Actually. And next is, this is the one I was telling, the smart grid. This is a IEEE smart grid. It is a community actually. It's not no society. It's a community. And here actually you can also you can freely also, without member also, you can subscribe to IEEE smart grid society. You will get a freely emails also. Daily you will get updates what happening in the smart grid area. And also if you are member, if you are being a student member and join this also IEEE smart grid, I think I need to check whether it is. I think it is free actually. So let us look at. Maybe earlier it was free. Now also I hope it is free. You can check it. And now we can get the tutorials videos. You will get it. IEEE smart grid, and then tutorial and guidelines you will get it. And then next, some lecture PPTs will be get it. Webinar PPTs you will get it. All the resources you will get it here. Webinars, research, events, and all the newsletters you will get it. All these things you will get freely actually from the resource center of the IEEE smart grid. And this is the one IEEE smart grid is working very seriously, advancedly. So in the smart grid developments at the global level actually. And EV charging systems, you can take any area in the smart grid. They are now pioneer as well as advanced. And similarly, this is the society I was talking previously also, PES society. So Power and Energy Society, you will get here technical documents, conference, presentations, video tutorials, and then webinars, everything you will get it. If you are a member, I think those are all free actually for you. Okay, if you are a member. And there will be something also we need to pay, even though member also. Suppose if there is some certification course is there, so for that you need to pay, like, so to earn the credits and all. Of course, there are some certificates once you attend the webinar. Suppose you attended a webinar, you will get a certificate that is professional. It will count professional development hour. Okay, how many hours you have spent to attend the webinar? It will be also printed. You will get a nice certificate from IEEE. And similarly, IEEE Power Electronic Society Resource Center is there. So there also you will get a similar e-materials that you can access it here being a member. And next is similar society for electronics and communication students especially. So there we will get also a lot of e-materials, as I mentioned, with other societies also. There will be online training courses also. Societies will offer access. Some of the online training will be free. Some are very much discounted price is given to you, to the students especially. So those all we can get benefited with a less cost. Okay. And also next is, I would like to emphasize this one, IEEE is feeling the fourth industrial revolution actually. So one is, as all of you know, that industrial revolution started with the steam engine invention by the James Watt, that is recorded as a industrial revolution 1.0. And then we have seen the advancement in the providing the electricity, that is by Thomas Alva Edison, and then Tesla, and then Faraday. Those are the great scientists. They put their efforts to provide the reliable and then secured electricity actually. So now that is industry 0.2, and then industry 3.0 computing. We have seen in 1960s, 1970s, and then later actually with a lot of computer systems that we have seen and used for our different purposes like services and then computational and or different office and all these things actually. And now we are into this industry 4.0, that is cyber physical system now. So IEEE is playing a very good role in this feeling this industry 4.4. So for cyber physical system. And this is a main website of IEEE. One can go to IEEE.org. Okay, this is a basic website of the main website of the IEEE. We will find all the details from here. From here, you can lead to many other IEEE websites. Okay, n number of websites are there. I just show you some of them important here. So membership, communities, all communities, under communities, you will find the society information, technical council information, all these things you'll find it. Conferences, suppose somebody wanted to, you have written a paper, so you wanted to communicate to some IEEE conference. You don't know where IEEE conferences are happening. So you can go to here, IEEE conference, you can put your location, India, and then whatever. Then it will show you all the list of conference in the sequence wise, monthly wise also, you can show you IEEE conference. You can go to, there will be link also given there. And also you can check there. Sometimes sometimes some students and some faculty, there will be some confusion. Sometimes they will mention somebody organizer, they mention IEEE conference. So you want to check whether it is really IEEE is organizing conference. If you have any doubt, then go to these conferences, this tab, and check that whether that conference is originally organizing by IEEE, how much it is technically sponsored, or whether it is a co-sponsor, something. All the details you can get it here actually. So that way you can also verify whether it is IEEE conference or something. It will go to IEEE standard, this tab, and also it will go to IEEE publication, it will go to digital library, and IEEE education, a lot of e-resources available for students and faculty and learners also. So yeah. So this way one can explore this website fully. And IEEE Collaborate is there. Actually, it's like a similar to one account what we have in currently maybe professional social media accounts like a Facebook and LinkedIn. So here also you can join, we can join this freely. Even if you are not IEEE member, still you can join this also. That is possible. Okay, and here you can make your own networking and collaborate and create with the technology and technical experts. This is how you can improve your contacts in technical domain with wherever they are actually. So like Facebook, how you're connecting with your old friends and technical experts, and similarly. So this is where this website, this is a platform where you can collaborate with your technical experts global level, actually globally. Okay, so one should join this, update your profile, and connected with the experts, and they will be happy to respond to all your queries, and then they will also join with your project work and all. That way you can also find your collaborators also in your project work. And this is the digital library, and already as on today, actually, you can find them. How many? There's more than 52 lakhs, more than 5 million documents are available with IEEE. Okay, so this is a high quality of project project articles and research articles, and then publication articles. All these things you can find. And it's there are IEEE now it's popularizing some of the few journals are the open source. Okay, even one among them, IEEE Access, is the open source. You can download without any membership, without login. Also, you can download the freely IEEE Access journals actually. And similarly, there is open source journals from PES also it is there, and you can download that without being a member also. And being a member, you will have limited. Limited downloads. You can based on your domain of a subscription to society, you can download. Suppose you are member to the Power and Energy Society, so then you can download under Power and Energy Society which journals will come. Those journals you can able to download with limited access, with limited downloads access. You cannot download n number of unlimited downloads in a week or one day. Actually, it's not permitted. So it will have a limited. You can whatever important you can download. So based on your subscription, you will be, suppose your institute having the subscription, then there will be unlimited access. Okay, you can download unlimited downloads. You can do in a day or in a month or something. Okay, but individual there is a limit. And but this they are exploring and they are making the open source. So slowly they are coming up into the open access area. And one is IEEE journals. If you look at, so as on June 2020, IEEE has 27 of the top 30 journals in the electrical and electronics engineering. Okay, now you look at global level. Okay, so there are what are the top one somebody asked you what are the top 30 journals in electrical engineering. Out of 30 journals, IEEE has 27 it is. Then you can imagine what quality of work it is publishing. And similarly, telecommunication area. So if you look at top 25 journals, IEEE has 21 journals. And if you look at electronics, electrical based on eigen factor, so out of 10, there are 8. And telecommunication is based on eigen factor value, and all top 10 are being IEEE only, for IEEE, from the IEEE only. And even article influence score. So article influence score is the method to verifying the rank, citation rank also. Then out of 9 out of 10 journals it has. And similarly, telecommunication, all 10 top journals from IEEE. You can see that how IEEE journals are being cited, are used for their research work. So that is what I'm telling you. So IEEE is a primary knowledge source for electrical, electronics, and communication, instrumentation, and computer science engineers. So this is how I can I can tell you that. And now we look at the patents. Okay, you can look at the patents. How IEEE materials and publications are being cited in the patents. When we apply patents, you can see here top 20 publishers referred most frequently by the top 50 patent organizations. So look at the IEEE contribution also that way in patenting. Whatever you do patent work. So now IEEE is cited more than 3x, 3 times more than often than any other publisher. That is how IEEE being also cited in the patent works actually. So that's what you can decide what is the quality of IEEE publications, particularly journal. And now there is a one IEEE access, the open access journal, multidisciplinary. It's you will find different disciplines, journals you can find it. You cannot imagine the interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary journals are being published here. IEEE access, I think it is 3 years back. I think it was launched. It was very successful, and it was rapid publication. If you want to publish a journal in just 4 weeks, okay. But it will charge fees for it, and you can download freely without any logging, without any membership. One can download all the IEEE access journals. Actually, there I think right now more than 30,000 articles are there in the IEEE access. All 30,000 the publications are open access, and then without any logging, like. And then this is IEEE Spectrum. This is also open access IEEE Spectrum website. So where suppose you wanted to get it very advanced and then updated knowledge in a particular domain of engineering or domain of technical area. So here you will get it actually. So every day they update it. They will keep on posting the very good highlighted articles wherever it is. And one thing is, I will tell you, I'm also clear. These whatever articles and reports, all these things. They are not only from IEEE contribution. They are also source for all the these information from various institutes and individual also. They will also post it here. Actually, they are not being, suppose maybe this one is there, social distancing, and then the app. This boy has he is a IEEE graduate student. I think some university or something. So he designed the app for social distancing. So he may not be IEEE member. Still, his article, his work is being now popularizing, and then put it into IEEE Spectrum. This is what the IEEE Spectrum works. So they will collect the different technical advancement and then knowledge resources wherever it is available to with whom. So they will collect it. They will place it in one single website. So this is one of the best website. Suppose I want to see what is the latest technologies in the energy. So let us go to engineering topic. There is a reports and there is a blog. There is a magazine. Everything is free actually. So this is how one website where we will get technical knowledge updated. And next is IEEE TV. So IEEE TV also there, like YouTube, all the whatever the webinars, and then all the live programs also will be happening. So one can go into all the channels and events, all these things. So this one, and my videos and education resources, all these things. And next is one for students, IEEE Resume Lab. So where you can log into this, and then you can build your own CV here. And how do letters, actually there are some letters, how do you write a letter, and then we can build your own portfolio, and then you can mention what is your skill set, and also you can take some mock interview test also, you can take it actually. And also there will be how to prepare video resume also, it is also available actually. And also there will be 900 potential in the interview questions also will be there. So yourself you can make a mock interview and then assess yourself what you are being on the technical domain and your skill set actually. So this is a very good opportunity for students, especially IEEE Resume Lab and IEEE Center for Leadership Excellence. it will provide you a platform where you want to build a leadership qualities and then leadership skills. So there's certification programs are there available, and the student members, it's there are programs, I think free are there, and yes, they are free, and sometimes it may be chargeable, but there are free programs also, the old program. So volunteer program, and this is for from volunteer, non-volunteer, student, members, and conference organization and site officers. All these participants, various participants, can enroll in these things and get the certification. They will enhance their leadership qualities actually. So this is one-stop training solution to design serve the multiple diverse range of IEEE user communities. And next is IEEE Standards Association. Already we have discussed, and I have shown some of the standards also. 1300 plus standards information is available, but these are not free to download actually, standards right now. So you need to buy the standards actually. You need to buy the standards. There are maybe some, some installation, some guidelines maybe which are, open source, that may be available with limited information. But if we want to download the full standards, and we need to have access. We should be subscribe actually. You should subscribe or you should buy. Okay. And the next is IEEE. Yes, this is the one I'm telling you. This is another IEEE standard. This is recently they are updating their scrolling. It's going on IEEE Standard Association, rising the standards in artificial intelligence system. Now we are working on. People are working into. Now we are entering into artificial intelligence system. Already IEEE made a standards in artificial intelligence. That means when do you make standards? When work is completed. Is it right? So that means IEEE is very much advanced now actually. Even I will tell IEEE is already worked on way back, I already worked on 5G, and then right now they are working on 6G and 7G also. Right? There was even, I have seen some of the, one of the talk also, IEEE working group on the 7G. Right now still we are not, experiencing, we are not yet to see, we are yet to see the 5G. IEEE talking about 7G. Is it right? How much advanced it is actually? Now, IEEE also, it has a standard university. It is an online standard university where you can go through the IEEE, e-magazines. There is IEEE standard game, and then IEEE videos. You can do IEEE, see the IEEE courses and workshops. This IEEE standard university is there. And then IEEE data port, it is a very good, very important, like IEEE data port, like, so where you will get a data sets. Okay, so this is also, I think you just need to simple login. You don't need to be even member also. Without membership also, you are able to get the IEEE data port. Now look at here, whoever I have the data set with me. I have done a project, so I wanted to contribute as open source. Now we can upload your data set here. Somebody can use it. Okay, so all these things, you can submit a data port and you can access the data sets actually. Okay, and also sometimes they will keep the competition. Suppose if you want to organize a competition, you can organize a competition, and it will give all the open access initiatives actually. Okay, so and you can imagine there are a lot of important data sets available. If you want to, suppose you want working on autonomous vehicle, I want a data set on the autonomous vehicle. It is available there actually. Of course, in other internet also, other platforms also data set available, but this is very premium IEEE data set, and it is done by IEEE members and other volunteers as they contribute. Like it is similar to your YouTube. How do you find? You will find a lot of videos somebody is uploading. You are able to access it and see, and you are trying to get some knowledge or some entertainment. Is it right? Similarly, for your project, if you need any database, you will try to access the database sets is available. So we can also submit. Once you succeed, if you want to make it open source, let us make it open source, submitting here. So this is how IEEE is contributing to data port for students, and then all the project associates and everybody. And next, this is the one IEEE proceedings of the IEEE, and this is like a journal. Actually, it is a journal, and it publishes very good latest technological advancement. It publishes. It is published. It is launched in 1913. And more than 100 years old magazine, and IEEE is the first magazine, of course, I think. And then if you look at this is one of the issue, Internet of Vehicles. Okay, it's a very advanced topic. It's autonomous vehicles. Internet of the Vehicle. It was published, and every month they used to release one volume, and February it was talking about Internet of the Vehicles. This is what, and this journal will provide you in-depth tutorials, coverage of the technical advancement and shape of the world in all the areas like electrical, electronics, and computer engineering related. Okay, and also you can look at the impact factor of this journal 10. It's not a small factor. It's a 10. Actually, it's a very good impact factor it has. And it is another one, IEEE Potential. It's a free magazine to the student members actually. Even students also, you can write suppose students also, you can write your own article, send it, you can submit here, and they will they will edit it, and they will publish it, your article. Suppose even student branch, now you are a student branch chair, you are a student branch volunteer or student member. How do you experience all your involvement in the IEEE activities? You can write your own article. So this is what I, being IEEE member, I contributed. This is what I, being a volunteer, I contributed to various activities, and you can write a nice article, and with a photograph, all these things they will publish in the IEEE Potential actually. So this is what very useful, and these are free for the student, IEEE Potential, and also hard copy you will get it. It will come to your postal address actually, and also you will get a e-copy also freely. And this is IEEE job site, so you can upload your resume. Okay, you can upload your resume, you can put your state India or something, then you will find some of the what are the job opportunities you look through IEEE. Okay, so this is what IEEE also will help you, all the graduates and then student and volunteers, they will help you in getting the job opportunities also through job site. And you can also see based on the popular categories and advanced study, advanced search and every options are there. Okay, and next is IEEE Try Engineering actually, and there are a lot of resources for the for the teachers and students, especially at when they are in a school education. Okay, suppose there are the schools they don't know any technical advancement, and then how do you kindle the interest of the science and technology in them actually. So now IEEE has a lot of tutorial and videos, manuals are there. So how do you teach them electronic? How do you teach them technology for the early education in the school education itself? So that is how IEEE has resources separately for teacher. And look at, even one can, suppose you might be having somebody, your brother, sister, okay, is it right? Your relatives and somebody, small kids. So you can download a lot of materials and teach them. Okay, this is how you need to enter into science and technology in the future. The very small experiments, very nice actually, tutorials and manuals you will get here. And IEEE, it has one, it has a website on robots.IEEE. It is very interesting. For kids, there is this robot activity sheets will be there. Lot of activities. This is free to download actually. So one can download, and then you can give to your brother, sister, and then your kids and somebody. So they can they will have a lot of fun and entertainment doing with all the creative arts and robot. Of course, you will find what are the variety of robots. You can go to this website. I will tell you. So you go to website and you will find number of robotic models will be available. Which university, who contributed to develop this robot, which action it performs, all the what technology they use. They will find a lot of number of robotics information you will find in robotics website IEEE. This one, and you will find it. And next is IEEE has Internet Initiative. So they're talking about a lot of wherever internet is involved with advanced technology like machine learning, cloud computing, telecommunication, all these things they are also initiated. Under this initiative, they are conducting a lot of activities, lot of programs they are conducting actually. One can look into detail this website to get to know about those activities. And next is IEEE 5G, and this is one of the newest course on the 5G networks e-learning course program actually. It's supported with producing with Nokia, IEEE and Nokia together they are doing it. So one can register the course and do it the IEEE. It's under IEEE Learning Network. This IEEE has another portal, IEEE Learning Network actually. This is all for again students and volunteers, again for members also, professional members. One can do this course. And IEEE has IEEE English for technical profession. Suppose if you want to improve your technical communication, if you want to improve your communication skills, if you want to improve your writing skills, if you want to improve your writing skills for publication, IEEE will help you. Okay, and also there is one certification course being a member and non-member. there is a discount you will get it for students just for $90 instead of non-member. For non-member it is $240. So you can enroll this course and then you can do a very good course on the IEEE English for technical profession. Even sometimes what will happen is there are some companies in Western countries, I believe, I think they will ask you if you are weak in technical communication, technical writing. What they do is they will ask you to go to IEEE portal and then join the course, get the certification, and come back to me. Okay, so this is how there is one platform to improve your technical, technical writing and communication skills through IEEE. Sorry. Yeah. So and then another website, IEEE Electronics 360. Suppose now you see a lot of electronics equipment. Okay. So you suppose you wanted to get to know what is the latest electronics in the market or something like So what is the specifications of that electronics? I want to get the product details. All these things you will find in IEEE Electronics 360. You can search the product name and you can put the item name and you will get the all the information about that IEEE Electronics database from the IEEE database. And also there's another popular IEEE, global specific data sheets 360. Suppose now you see a lot of components like, semiconductor device, like a diode, IGBT, or any item you take, even the capacitor, anything. So there will be specification data sheet to that. Actually, you can just type the part and you will get a data sheet of that particular item and product. So this is how IEEE also contributing to data sheet. And IEEE, it has blended learning program, and you will do a lot of certification programs you can do. Especially IEEE members will get a 10% discount on the IEEE blended learning actually. So IEEE also collaborate with other premium institutes like CDAC, ARM, and then VLSI, RV, VLSI, Internet Society. So they will also offer the industry-oriented certification programs also. And this is one of the example. Yesterday I received it last night. And this is mobile application development. Actually, it was worth of 5,000, but they have given a discount now, right now, 3,000 rupees. And it is a industry worth, you can see here, industry worth $693 billion by the 2021 with tremendous job opportunities. So this is a worth, okay, in future, we need to have more mobile application developers actually, because all the services are now being currently provided through mobile only. So that is what now is focusing on the mobile development application. So there is a discount price, and this is very worth. It's not just told by somebody how to make Android app or something like. Okay, it's very good course and well defined by the made by the experts in this domain through IEEE. So that's why it will find this is worth for this cost. Okay, whatever you pay. Okay, rather than other sources what you see in the internet. Also, there's sometimes IEEE offers the free webinars. Okay, you will get a lot of emails through emails for free webinars, free resources through emails once you register as an IEEE member. IEEE India operation, they keep on sending the emails whenever they make the webinars with free. Very recent, I think 2 days ago, it was one webinar was there. Information systems for public health in view of the COVID now. So how to maintain your information system for public health monitoring and other operation. So they are one of the professor from I think IIIT Bangalore. He was one speaker and one more from IEEE, I believe. I think they were given a nice talk on this actually. So this is free. It was free actually 3 days ago. And this is one of the course IEEE blended engineering. You can see here there is a 60% off as a launcher price. So it was and build your drone application, learn embedded system with the drones actually. How do you build your own embedded system for your own drone? So IEEE makes that, and also there is a development kit worth 10K for free. It's a free IEEE. If you enroll this program, okay, and also I think as per this, you will get a drone kit with worth of 10,000 rupees for free, and also you will get for this you are getting it 60% instant off. So this also IEEE contributes to this student development through blended learning. And this is another one. This is also free actually. There was one video, they developed it already and they wanted to share it to open actually for the students and other learners. So how drone technology is being opening immense opportunities for you. This is the course content. If you see this video and you will get to know all these details. It's made of open source. It's a free actually. We received the email I think 1 week ago. I received it. Of course, all other members also might have received. And this is also another webinar. It's very recently, last month, webinar on IoT Edge Robotics for Design Monitoring Healthcare Systems. So this is how IEEE conducts the latest webinars on the latest technologies. Okay, so healthcare system, IoT, how IoT edge computing and robotics will play a role in a healthcare system. Okay, so this is one. And next is you used to get a lot of emails from the IEEE. Okay, so every day you will get updates from the you will get updates from your student branch. You will get updates from the section, chapter, India Council, and then Asia Pacific region, and then you will get a update maybe headquarters level also. You will get a lot of levels. You will get emails, and daily you will get it, and where you will get participant and get the more knowledge about various events and all. And this is the recent events. I just want to tell you, IEEE branch or section can organize any kind of topic. This example, just why I put it here. One is this is the event is there tomorrow. IEEE Bangalore section is involved, and this is tomorrow 3 p.m. This is the IEEE Student Transaction Elevation Partnership Program, Career Opportunities Being a Student. Okay, being a student, now here we are trying to explore the career opportunities. This is a very good subject by the Dr. Abhishek Appaji and then Mr. Madhur Arora, and it's open for students. So this is how even IEEE organize this kind of activity. Similarly, you can see another one, August 20th, yesterday only, how to draft a research paper. So this is where also IEEE conducts variety of events and programs. This is an example. Also, IEEE conducts various competitions, and then where you can participate and earn your these cash prizes and prizes also, like other prizes certificate. This is one example. This call is still open. It's an innovation challenge for small and unmanned aircraft communities for students only. And stage 1, August 1 to September 15. Stage 2 is there. It is from that. These are the professors. They are working on the standards. Okay, where electric vehicle standard. They have given a competition for the student. Stage 1, you will get $500 cash prize, and second stage you may get cash prize of $2,000, $1,500 or $1,000. So where you will get a participation also, you will get a cash prize also. Still it is open. It's very recent one. One can participate in this. This is how IEEE also encourage the student to get into projects and then apply, get the certificates, and then with the project grant and prizes also. So these are multiple benefits like this. And IEEE has site program also, special interest group on humanitarian. Suppose somebody interested in humanitarian technologies to serve the society directly. Okay, this is the best way through IEEE select group is there. So where you will get, they will give funding. Okay, they will give projects are there. Per project they will give 20,000 to 60,000 grant. They will give for students, and similarly they give money for to conduct the event. They give money for conference organization. They give side projects also. They give funding. All these things actually. And look at the last 3 years continuously they are funding. Actually, they are continuously funding the student projects, one volunteer project actually through this group. This is how IEEE also fund your student projects. And there are a lot of awards you can apply for IEEE. This is India Council, one of the prestigious award for the Sri Prahalad Chibra Award 2020, Best Outgoing Female Student. Suppose now being a student now from your college, Best Outgoing Female Student, you can apply at the final year and get this award through your various involvement and participation in IEEE. And first prize is 1,25,000, and you will get a medal and citation. Second prize second award is 1,25,000 and medal and citation like. Okay, so like this, and then you every year they announce every year actually. And similarly there is a call for student awards. IEEE Region Exemplary Student Award. Actually, this is CUK got it last year actually. Exemplary at this region we got it. And then regional student branch website content, outstanding branch counselor, branch chapter advisor, and then a student branch award, and then regional student volunteer award also. Even I think Sneha also got it branch section level. And every year they call for awards also. You can apply for these awards. And then IEEE, now coming to student parts. So student part, who are the members? So you can enroll into and then part of this big group where already more than 1,25,000 students are there across the globe. and you will get a lot of benefits with IEEE, as already mentioned. Actually, one is you will get a free resume, and then by monthly 2 copies of the IEEE Potential magazine. You will get it hard copy to your postal address. You will be able to get the travel grants, and also you can be collaborate as part of the IEEE membership directory, and then access all the network linkages. And also you can be involved into IEEE student activities committees, actually SAC, say at the various levels, section level, India level, and then Asia Pacific level, like this. So you can also involve into. And there will be section student representative, section student activities chair will be there. Actually, you can, that's where you can operate your student activities with this position. And there is one program exclusive for IEEE student members only. So every year they conduct, third in the month of October, IEEE Extreme program competition. This is the world's biggest online competition hackathon for 24 hours. Actually, 24 hours. Morning, as per the Indian time, it will start morning 5 o'clock, and it will end next day. Next day morning 5 o'clock. Okay, student will enjoy. Even Central East of Karnataka conducted twice this competition very successfully, and they got the good ranks also in the competition. And students will be given a lot, with the food and then snacks, and then they will take some rest and something. They can continue 24 hours. Actually, you can imagine that. You should experience as being a member or participated. And this is how a large number of communities already participated previously. And this already right now IEEE Extreme is open. And to register it to this program with a team, you need to have a membership. You can enroll your membership, and then you can also call for an ambassador program is there. You can also become ambassador for this program to popularize this event in and around your place. And next is IEEE Potential magazine. I told it's a bi-monthly magazine. Students will get free with hard copy also. And next is financial support. Yes, members and volunteers, they get a lot of financial support also. Already I discussed few of them: travel grants, conferences, awards, discounts, all these things. And next is another popularizing recognition, like how do you like member get member. I will describe at the end of the program about membership fees and other things. And also IEEE into photo, focus on photo. You can make your own, take your photographs and send it to IEEE. They will try to print it in their magazines and all. That way also encourage IEEE. And then IEEE, every year in October, we used to celebrate IEEE Day. So this is one. And IEEE provides education resources. There are various platforms. How do you do? One is you can try to download from Try Nano, and then iTunes University, IEEE Digital Library, IEEE TV, Try Computing, e-learning, blended learning, learning network. So many resources, websites are there, IEEE. And this is original affinity groups, where is the EPICS and the Women in Engineering. And this is from Electronics and Computer Engineering Honorary Society from this thing, HKN, and IEEE site. And next is IEEE branch program. So already CK has a program in other institutes also. Anybody can open with with minimum 12 members. With a 12 member student member, one branch counselor with faculty member, any college can open the student branch. And then and your section and other neighboring colleges, they try to help you to conduct the programs and all. And a lot of benefit being a volunteer, IEEE volunteer actually. I will summarize at the end. And you can become also IEEE young professional. So this is a definition, like the group of IEEE members volunteer who have graduated from the first professional degree within the past 15 years. Okay, then you will be claimed that you can apply, and there is no membership fees this further, but you should apply it, and you can recognize as the IEEE young professional actually. So this is what. And you can also contribute with other and join with hands with other young professionals. There is in the Asia Pacific level also, there is a very good active group for young professionals. So they keep on doing a lot of activities for this community. And then next is why connect with my section. Yes, because you are under when you joined it, so you will be connected with the student branch. Student branch will connected with section. Section is connected with the India Council. India Council is connected to Asia Pacific region. Asia Pacific is connected to IEEE headquarters. This is how IEEE is connected. And then new student resources, you will find the student volunteer, actually student volunteer training, you can do it. And video trainings are there, website, student websites is there. Okay, students, you can find a lot of materials about the student, how we can conduct the events, how we can engage yourself being IEEE member. A lot of the guidelines will be there in this website. And also you can have a new visual identity, you can make your own visual identity through getting the resources and toolkits also. Like, so all these things you can get. Even my IEEE member student brands can get, I think, monthly once. They can get the toolkits from the IEEE brand, headquarters. And a lot of benefits already we discussed some of them. And we will be able to participate IEEE Extreme programs, student grants, awards, scholarship, project grants, fellowships, and you also sometimes you will be participating in voting IEEE elections also. And next is you will get a IEEE email. Suppose like your name is something like Sandeep @, IEEE.org. So that way you can create your own IEEE email ID. So that IEEE also create. It's based on Google actually. So this will be this is alias email. So where you can link to your personal Gmail. So personal Gmail will receive your IEEE emails actually. And IEEE Resume Lab, humanitarian programs are there where you will get funding. And then potential Magraz is a free monthly twice. It will come to your postal address, student grant, travel grants, and a lot of education and career resources available for you. And you can involve conferences, you can involve local activities, you can publish it, you can involve society meetings, you can involve in the council discussions and council materials, you can able to access it. And you can also get involved trying to get technical about the knowledge about the technical career. And also you can participate as a volunteer in all the activities. And this is one of the example of the CUK Central List of Students, how you can see the students are elevated in the leadership development programs actually. How just as you all of, I think most of the participant, more than 90% participant from the CUK. That's why I put this slide. This was the CUK student branch was just started 1.5 year back. It was started in the 2018 in August. Still we are not completed 2 years. Still 1.5 year, how the students elevated to so much of leadership positions actually. Now Sneha, I appreciate, and then she is now student branch networking team, India Council student coordination team at 2020. And we should appreciate her actually. And even Advait has many roles, and right now he is a IEEE Region 10 Asia Pacific lead for a IEEE Extreme program now this year actually. And even Kader is IEEE Day 2020 is webmaster he has actually. This is how just within a span of 1 year, how the students are getting the opportunity. It's open for all. Okay, so then this is what one students can also get into leadership, how with involved in the IEEE activities, and you can engage the programs and then connect with other members. And now they can look at these websites, lot of websites. Okay, one day is not enough to tell about IEEE. Okay, this IEEE standard association, all websites. I mentioned all the website name, all IEEE only. You can, these are the websites. Okay, how much time I made a serial number also. So 32. If you want information about IEEE scholarship grants and all, you should go to this website. If you want to go to IEEE Day, this website. EPICS and IEEE, this IEEE for industry. If you want to go, you can see IEEE Reach, IEEE data port, like this. So all these things IEEE websites only. And you can see here, list goes like this. Okay, and if somebody interested, I am interested in cyber security, there is a cyber security website of IEEE. Somebody interested in future network, I am interested in entrepreneurship, you can go to this website of IEEE. Somebody I'm interested in life science, you can go to, there is one life science website of IEEE. Okay, so this is how a lot of website is being available for you. And next, there is a technology navigator. Suppose if you feel difficulty to search any item or something, now we can go to technology navigator, like a Google map. How do you navigate the place? Similarly, if you want any item, any topic, if you want to search it, this is what, like a searching engine. IEEE made it. Technology can navigator. You can search it by topic here. So you will get a link to. You will get a suitable link to enter into that particular topic or subject. And IEEE connect with us. Okay, like IEEE Collaborator is there, IEEE TV is there, Facebook is there, Instagram is there. This is how students and members also can be connected with IEEE other members also. And now there is a one IEEE 10 SAC Student Activities Committee to YouTube channel also. It is available if you subscribe. and you will get continuous updates on what happening in the Asia Pacific region actually. And then IEEE staff support. If you have any queries about student membership, any doubt, if you have any difficulties, all these things, you can write to them. They will help you anytime. You will get a reply. And also there was a message from Apollo 11 and Neil Armstrong also. There was one article, it was published. That's why I just put it here. So you can find IEEE is everywhere. And join to IEEE membership, there are different grades are there: student member, graduate student member, associate member, senior member, fellow, and all like this. Now other categories also: life member. Life member is nothing but your membership age plus your date of birth. Age plus membership years should be equal to hundreds. Okay, there are few members actually. There are members who is having the tag of life member actually. So their membership years plus their age. Let us suppose a person is having his age is 60 years. So to become his this one life member, it should be like 40 years of a membership. So 60 plus 40, then he will become a life member. That's possible actually. There are many members you will find in a group also. IEEE community, they are life members. That means at the early case, like you, when you are studying at the graduation study, they took a membership, they continued it, they got the different opportunities through IEEE, then finally, they become a life member. They will honor life member means, okay. You will get a lot of, honorings you will get through other, agencies and other platforms also. And next is IEEE fellow is very important. So these IEEE fellow, these persons, they work in one particular domain into very good, deep into knowledge, okay. And if you are very pioneer in the that domain, or if you are made significant contribution to that kind of work, then IEEE will make a study on that, and finally they will announce that you are a fellow in that work. Suppose a person deeply involved into education. Okay, it's not about any technical. Okay, education. He's very popular teacher. He conducts a lot of pedagogy methods he has used. He contributed to education sector. All these things. Okay, education. Whole life he spent education, or very significant period he spent on that sector. Then IEEE will recognize that, and they will honor the fellow in that particular area. Similarly, suppose your solar energy is there. So if you have done 10 years very rigorous work and find a lot of innovation breakthroughs in solar energy, then IEEE will honor you with a fellow. So these are all very advantages. I will tell you maybe next slide also why this membership and fellows and these things, why it is important. So I'll come to that last. Okay. And now IEEE membership cycle, how it is starts actually. Right now we are in August. So August now, right now, if somebody join now after August 15, if you join, your membership will be valid for the 1.5 year almost. So that means till 2021 December, you will get your membership is valid. That means another whatever 5 months in 2020, that's additional like free to you only. So this is a good time. Anybody, if you want to make a membership, so join immediately in this month. So you will avail the membership more than 1 year, that is up to December 2021. Okay, with a student member actually. So this is how one can enter into IEEE membership. Okay. And next is this is one recently being popularly circulated in the groups, social media also, from Bangalore section. So now this is also said same there. So you can get a 16 months, 1 year with 1 year fees. You will get a 16 months membership. So that is one. Okay. And also you need to pay here, IEEE in terms of dollar you need to pay. So that will be just like for students it is just close to 1,800 rupees. 1,800. So 1,800, you just imagine 1,800 just to 12 months. Okay, so it is less than 200 rupees. Okay, generally we used to spend 200 rupees for our mobile recharge and other internet services. Okay, it is even less than your IEEE membership is even less than the 200 rupees per month. And you can see that how much of wide range and then vast amount of knowledge that you are able to get through IEEE. So even internet, even other platforms cannot give you in a single platform. So where IEEE is giving it at a low cost, less than 200 rupees per month actually. Of course, you will get a discount also when you are IET, Institute of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineer of India and Computer Society of India. If you are a member of that, you can use a promotion code. You will get additional for 10% of the discount also you will get it actually. So this is one discount you will get it. Another one is another membership for the Passport Unlimited. So where you will get additional membership. Suppose members also, professional members also, they get 20% of the IEEE members off will be there. Okay, sometime IEEE Computer Society will be get fees will be 15% save. You can save it. There will be off. There will be promotion codes also there for membership. When you are renewal it, you can get a $20. You can get the discount like this. So there are a lot of discounts, and there are some free subscriptions also. Societies and communities also will be there where you can check and then get these memberships. Then this is one. IEEE Computer Society, you can see here, use the promotion code to save $20 and get the membership through December 31st, 2020. So it was there actually. Okay, it was now it is here now. So till December it is valid, this promotion code. So this way you will get it. And also IEEE, if you are IEEE member, first year you will get a free Power and Energy Society membership is a free for you. So 1 year you will get a free membership. Thereafter you can pay the society membership. Society memberships will vary. So that maybe some society will be there $5, some society $10, some society $12 like that. So based on the some statistical, actually they kept the low membership price for societies. Okay. So but student, I mentioned, but student you need to pay only $27. I believe $27 you need to pay to become a member. If it is a member, like a professional member, faculty and other, so they need to pay $85. That will close to 5,500 something. So next is, there's another program, IEEE member get a member referral program. Suppose if you refer it using your code to somebody to join the program, so then you will get it student members and active student member, professional member will get a 2 degree. Suppose being a student member, if you invite somebody other your friend as member, you will get a $2 you will get back. And similarly, if a professional member, if you invite somebody, then you will get a $5 through the referrals program. So this is how you can also earn money. Okay, and you can submit your dues actually whenever next time when you renew your this thing, they will deduct this money. Suppose up to that through this program one can earn up to $90. Okay, up to $90 you can earn by inviting others, so that you can get maybe you will get a chance to get a free membership next time. Suppose a professional member, his membership itself $85. Suppose you through invitation, if you try to invite other friends and to buy and join, your membership is free next year. Is it right? This is how all the guidelines is being here. Recruiter awards, all these things you can see here. What is the all the student members. So what is the how they are giving the discounts, and then get through referral program. You can get the details in the website also. And next is IEEE offer these scholarships. Okay, this is one example I'm giving from Power and Energy Society. Every year they call for IEEE Power and Energy's outstanding student scholarship, and deadline they give, and it is meant for the master's students actually. Say full-time student pursuing master's science degree, even science degree also. Science degree in electrical engineering and master of engineering in equivalent designation in focusing electrical power engineering. They can apply it actually. So and you can get what you can get it cash prize up to $10,000. You can see here up to 20. So they will provide up to 20 members. They will provide the $10,000. Okay, every year they announce it actually. So one can get this scholarship also. And finally, I have come to my last, I think 2 slides I have only. So I'm summarizing what I'm till now what I have delivered actually based on IEEE awareness, benefits, and opportunity. I'm trying to summarize this one slide only. Okay. One is you will get education, research, career resources for students and professional members. You will get all types of all levels of resources. You will get education being a student. When you do project work, you will get research, all these things. Career resources also you will get it. This is one benefit you will get directly from IEEE membership. And next is you will receive continuous updated technical knowledge in technical domain through emails and resources, website, print material, etc. So this is how you will be connected. You will only receive automatically, okay, to your emails and everywhere. And also you can go to website and this is how you will get continuously updated your knowledge in technical. And next, And this is IEEE is a primary source of technical knowledge and standards for electrical, electronics, communication, instrumentation, and computer engineering and other interdisciplinary areas. So, and next is you will get recognition while applying for awards and fellowship. Suppose I am being something like a IEEE member. You claim that I'm a student member, I'm a senior member, I'm a member something. Now you are applying some awards. Like awards are called for some organization or government of India, state governments, or any other country or something. Even fellowships also. Now when you apply that, there will be one column always. So are you the any awards do you have it in previously? Any achievement do you have? Or any fellowship that you already availed by through other agency? These all things they will ask you. So if you have all your contribution and then your achievements through your IEEE, then you can mention that you are IEEE member. I have contributed. I have my achievements through IEEE involving in this. IEEE has recognized me. I got awards through IEEE. All these things you can mention in that application to the third party or whoever like. So that way your application will have some kind of a good weightage to consider actually on the merit or whatever basis actually. So you that way you will be get recognized. Your application may be shortlisted. You will be called for interview, some kind of like. And next is it is useful in getting job opportunities also. So because now, so once you are getting into like IEEE and other activities, membership and all, people we assume that you are technically updated. Okay, you are involved in so many updated technical knowledge programs and then conferences, all these things. Now that means we believe that your knowledge is updated. So that's why that will help you to getting the job opportunities also. And next is recognize your membership and your work at a global level, no matter wherever you are and whatever in position. Okay, this is very important. Some students will feel some faculty or some engineers or some professional volunteer. What they feel is, I am studying in maybe local engineering college in my village. I'm studying in my town. I'm studying. I'm not studying in IIT. I'm not studying in foreign university. My job profile is I'm working in a small company. I'm not working in a big MNC company. They all will have, well, they will think that actually. So, but here is, through IEEE, so you will be recognized global, no matter, where you are associated, which college, which company you are working, which college you are studying, no matter at all. That is not at all matter. So now even even if you have those kind of difficulty and limitation with your work, professional, your organization or your college, so that can be overcome through your IEEE. You can say that instead of I am from this college, I am from this company. Maybe you can say I am an IEEE member. I worked on this. I am working on being a member. I am working on this project. So that you feel that you are because that is IEEE. It's a brand. Okay, it's contributed a lot to the society, and then that way also you will be recognized globally and your work also. So that is what I just say that maybe some student will say my dream was there to study in IIT. I didn't get the good opportunity to study, but IEEE is there to take it to global level. Okay, so even if you lose opportunity in other greater places or MNC or something, even somebody will say I wanted to work in Google or Microsoft or IBM is a main great companies. I wanted to work Apple or something. Still, if you fail to get the opportunities of whatever this thing, still you can work through IEEE. So I can claim that myself I'm being IEEE member. I contributed this way. So this is where IEEE will stand with you always. And next is technical networking and improve your contacts in domain group. So this is how do you suppose I'm working in artificial intelligence, okay, for maybe energy sector. So I want to find where these kind of experts are available in and around me. How do you make linkages? IEEE is there to connect with them, and you can start together, working together like. And next is opportunities to participate various programs like conferences, IEEE conference. You will attend. You should attend one IEEE conference. There are many good IEEE conferences happening, India Council and in other sections also. You should participate. Then you can just see that how many participants from various institutes, various colleges, various countries are attending. How many contacts? Definitely, I will tell you that a person can get easily 10 contacts, 10 good contacts. You will get it their visiting card. You will get it, and they will get emails. And later, I have seen there are some students and some volunteers like that. So suppose somebody wanted to get a higher education, like I wanted to do after BTech or something. or BSc or MSc, I want to get higher studies in abroad. There will be foreign professor visiting to conference. You can interact with them. You can share your all work, IEEE work, and your other project work. You can interact with them, and then he will get a chance, opportunity to work with him. So he will tell you guidelines. So he will mentor you how to apply in all these things. This is how there is a chance of place, where you can interact and connect with the people in IEEE conferences, workshop, and competition. And of course, all these things, some of them free will be there, some of them will be there for discounted price for the student members actually. So very special discounted prices when compared to member and other non-members. For student members, especially, less price will be there. And next is you will get a project grants. So this is, I feel, again, I feel personally also, I think IEEE is the only one, I think rarely, among the very rare are there. So IEEE is one who funds student projects. So is there any other organization, funds the student project apart from your college or something like, So I think very rare are there, even if they are maybe there, but very less. Okay, but IEEE funds for your project, like in even CUK also, there are some students, okay, 2 batches, actually 2 groups, actually they got funding from IEEE Bangalore section. Even you may get chance to from India Council. You may get a chance from the IEEE Asia Pacific also. I mentioned IEEE Site project, IEEE HAG project, humanitarian development program, lot of projects are there, where student members will get a project grants to implement their prototype, to build their prototype. I think this is where actually IEEE stands separately, and there is no agency, particular agency. I've never seen that, somebody, maybe industries or something there, yes, that is the other part. But a professional society or technical society is giving to somebody. I think India, I think no other society, technical society, as per my knowledge, I think they are not providing actually. If it are there, maybe awards they are providing, and but project grants I doubt. Okay, but limited maybe, if at all there. And next, you will get travel grants. Suppose if you want to attend a conference somewhere in abroad, and within India, they used to get a travel grants. Okay, and then prizes. Already we have discussed the prizes also. Every competition, okay, every participation, like you may get the prizes also from the at various levels. It can be a branch level, section level, India level, or Asia Pacific or headquarter level, and awards also, scholarships also. This is what multiple benefits for your students. And finally, also you will get these leadership positions also. So in your professional example, I showed some of the students how they elevated to leadership position in their professional career. That will help them to tomorrow then elevate to different high-level positions in their technical domain, not only IEEE. Whenever they go to join the job, so they will get a very special place because already they have experience through leadership qualities. And next is, and finally, this is last point I want to mention, is very important. Common platform in your professional career. What is common platform? What I mean is, here you have first is like you had done your schooling in the some school, wherever your village or town. Okay, that one school. Some student what they do is they study different schools. They keep on changing their schools from 5th class up to one school, another one school, 10th class, one school like that. And maybe in intermediate or 10+2, they study another college. And then graduation is one college, bachelor. And then master's is one college. And then PhD, one college. Then after PhD, what they do, they join for the job in one company, small company, whatever, big company. And they work for 3 years or 2 years something. Then what they do is they will jump to another company. And they will elevate to other seniority, and then they will try to again move to another company till they get the retirement. They will see n number of movements in their professional career also. So now what you see, you have seen lot of platforms. Okay, you have education itself, lot of platforms, and then job itself, there are a lot of platforms, like your team is there, your boss is different. Because when you, and also you again, one more thing is, when you change the job to one profession to one profession, or like one company to another company, what will happen? Your working domain area also will change. I mean, project area also will change. Earlier, maybe you are working banking sector. Now you are working in software. Now you are working in automation, like this. So now you will see number of diversity in the platforms as well as the working area. But thing is, nobody is permanent. Suppose after you being a graduate, now you will lose connection with your college. Mostly you being a alumni, whatever connection is there, you will try to connect through alumni network only. But thing is, nobody will be permanent You worked in one company for 3 years. There, the boss and colleagues have helped you a lot. And next is you jump to another company, and then but you lost connection with your good colleagues in previous company. Is it right? So, but thing is here, whatever wherever you are there, whatever position you are there, but IEEE will be there throughout your professional career, from education to till you get retirement, till you die. This is what I am going to tell. You will get you are building yourself a common platform. I will also correlate this with your family. So family, now it is there. Family, let us assume family members are there. Okay, so father, mother, children, and then relatives, all these things. So what is connecting you? Actually, it is a family is connected, and the family, you see generations. So this is generation, next generation, third generation, like that. You see generations of the family. What is connecting you? Is it right? So that is a family is connecting you between the different generations. Is it right? So whatever you are, elevating and then moving to next generation, and your studies are different, jobs are different, everything is different. What is connecting you? Family is connecting you. Okay. Similarly, here, whatever position, whatever role you have in your future professional and education, IEEE will be there with you and creating a common platform. It will give continuous guidance, continuous assistance will give you forever in your life. This is what role of IEEE actually. So that is what I'm emphasizing. IEEE is the one of the best source, and for the student members, this is how, even personally also, I would like to maybe my feedback on IEEE. I was joined late in IEEE. Actually, in fact, I joined 2009 when I being enter into my PhD only. Okay. So now I have membership of 11 years plus. I have membership almost close to, I have 12 years membership I have in IEEE. Now I'm being IEEE senior member. 2 years ago I became a senior member after having 7 to 8 experience. I could have become an IEEE member in my BTech itself, but nobody has guided me. Okay, and nobody told me that there is a lot of sources available. Yeah, IEEE is there for 100 years ago only. Okay, but I don't know actually. I don't know what is IEEE, what is the benefit. I was aware of IEEE, and through my teachers and all. Even MTech also I worked on. When I worked on project also, I used to search for IEEE database only for downloading journals and all these things. But nobody advised me to guide to take my IEEE membership. These are the benefits you will get in future. But I got to know very late when I joined my PhD in IIT. Then I was realized I did a mistake, that I could have joined the IEEE in the web in a bachelor studies only. I did a mistake. Now at least now I'm immediately take it. Then I didn't discontinue. I continued the membership every year. Even wherever I want, interested in different societies, which is connected to me and close to me, my working area, I have a renewal every year. So I don't feel that my membership is fees I am paying actually. Okay. So even wherever my this thing also, previous organization also, I paid personally from my pocket, like. Okay, so this is how, because I feel very much benefit. I don't need to wait for somebody's should pay for my membership or something. Still, I feel that this is my justification. I need IEEE membership for my professional career. So this is how one should take the call and look at, and don't wait under. This is one thing I just mentioned at the end, just before starting presentation. I added. Opportunities, what are the types of opportunities? I just wanted to tell you this is a personal way I'm just communicating. First one is the opportunities will come and knock your door. This is first type of opportunity. Okay, so wherever, not only connected to IEEE, I'm telling you. So the opportunity to come in any form of way. Okay, it will come and knock your door. Okay, then what you should do is you should accept it. You should be able to accept it that actually some people will not open the door. They will close it. They will lose opportunity. Okay, sometimes that will also say you might have seen that you might have received some email or some deadline or something, or somebody communicated, sir, I didn't check, sir, I didn't know, sir, like this. Even though you received the invitation, opportunity will come and knock your door, but you never open your door. So this is where you lose opportunities. Okay. Second one is you need to search long way and get the opportunity. Somewhere opportunities will not be around you. So you need to go and search opportunity. You need to travel someplace, or you need to dig into detail in the internet and get the opportunity and apply position. You need to work hard to get it. That kind of opportunities will be there. And there will be plenty of opportunity around you always. and that may be think that you may think that they are invisible. Suppose in this atmosphere only, let us I am here. So during in this atmosphere, what is there? Air. In what is there in air? Lot of molecules, lot of atoms, and then lot of dust particles and a lot of gases. So many things around it. Is it visible to me? It's not visible to me. But still, your duty is your responsibility. You should identify them around you and grab. Sometimes what will happen is it is opportunities will be there just around you only, in your circle, close circle only it will be there, but you will keep them invisible yourself, and you will not see that keenly, and you will miss the opportunities. Okay, this is third type. And last, fourth one, sometimes there will be call for opportunities and you need to come forward and apply. And like application, suppose job application, suppose like internship application. So you need to, there is a call, there is a deadline is there, you should come forward and apply. So you cannot simply sit on something, then you will lose opportunities simply. Okay, even example I will tell you, like like even student branch. Generally, student branch chair, vice chair position, secretary positions will be there. Okay, what will happen? We call for student branch this position actually. So let us, whoever students, interested student, let us come and take the position. Through elections we will conduct. We will elect a suitable person to get into position like. But what will happen is, unfortunately, maybe whatever other reason, student never come forward. They will not take any position. Okay, so no, why I should apply something, I don't want to do this thing, I don't want to take it. So yourself you are checking back, you don't want to come forward. Okay, then what will happen? So others will get the chance and they will get be elevated. Similarly, I think I just want to simply with a reference, I just want to tell you in positive only. In CUK also, first 2 years we called for the student branch chair and then associate, all the positions. But none of the student has come forward mostly. And sir, I want to take this position. I want to handle this position. Give me this position to me. Or I want to apply this position. No one come forward actually. Okay. So what will happen? You lost your opportunities. Okay. There is a call for opportunities for you. You never come forward. Then how do you elevate your profession and career? Is it right? Now, finally, now there are the students, example like Sneha and Advait and other team members, they come forward, other members, and they got the opportunity because other students lost it. It was the opportunity maybe for other students, but nobody has come forward. But maybe at the end, nobody's come forward. Then these students have come forward. They said confidently, said, we will take this job and we'll run it comfortably. And they did an excellent job. All the who have been the chairs of the till now, all the CUK vice chair, all the execom members also, they are very good. So that is how they come forward. Other members, why they didn't apply? Why there was not much discussion or election, something like. There was opportunities waiting for you, but you are not coming forward. You are not applying. Okay, yourself is losing. And last one is opportunities. There are sometimes call for opportunities. First come, first service basis. Okay, there is an immediate call. I will say that there is one project under me. So whoever comes first, and because there is a lot of competition, I want to avoid the competition and then screening, filtering, and all. Whoever comes first and first service base. So I will offer it. Similarly, there is some lot of competition also in workshops also. First come, first service basis, and because let us example like there is a one good conference or good workshop organized for 5G technology. They may say that 50 seats only limited. Okay, they may say that last day to apply is 1 month. Okay, but since the criteria is only 50 members, first come first service basis, you may think that I will apply last day. Is it right? Then you will lose our opportunity. So this is what I'm telling you. There are a lot of this kind of opportunities already available, and whenever these opportunities are there, don't miss it. So IEEE also now today I will tell you, now whatever my talk today, it will come into first category. Okay, now opportunity through this program, awareness program, opportunity is coming to you and knocking your door. Okay, so I'll just disclose all the benefits of the IEEE membership and this thing. If I'm knocking the door, if you all are believing this thing, and everybody, all the participants who are being the 60 or 50 participants now, okay, everybody should open the door and they should join the IEEE membership. If you're not opening the door, means you are losing this opportunity, whatever we have discussed today. That's it. Okay. And finally, I thank you for giving the opportunity. And everything is, you just look at the future. Whatever, engineering now, particularly, whatever domain, or even science also, applied science also. So, like, what we studied earlier, what currently it is there, future is completely different. It's completely multidisciplinary and then interdisciplinary, and a lot of advanced technologies coming into every sector. It's not, we cannot define like an example, machine learning, it belongs to one particular sector. It's not that. Machine learning can be applied for any sector. Artificial intelligence can be applied for any sector. Even data science also. Data science can be applied for any sector. Is it right? So this is how we don't know what is the development. And also by 2030, 2035, you cannot imagine the jobs or demands in that particular emerging technical areas. So we don't know that actually. So, and also one more point I missed out to tell. Suppose you become a member, now look at the various activities what we discussed, you will be able to participate and get the certification. How IEEE will help you building your CV. Is it right? If you are being a member for a bachelor program, BTech or BSc, whatever, 3 years, okay, 3 years or 4 years, look at if you participate your IEEE activities, how much CV it will build and give you. At least I think 3 to 4 pages. IEEE itself will build you give. Maybe first page your academic information, my college, my percentages, my interested areas, all these things something will mention. But IEEE itself, it will give you some 3 to 4 pages CV to you. It will be permanent to you. Is it right? So this is how IEEE also contributing building your CV professionally, which is permanent to you actually. So I hope I covered all the aspects of the IEEE. And main thing is we need to go look into IEEE websites. I'm telling you a lot of knowledge. I cannot share you in one day IEEE. What is IEEE? It's a vast, and it's like a open. I mean, it's like a sea. Okay, you need to dig and then get the a lot of opportunities and database with IEEE. Okay. So, and also even I will tell you another point also, job opportunities also. Suppose suppose you might have heard about Nobel Prize. Because that is, you are very well about Nobel Prizes. Okay, every year they know this Nobel Foundation, they announce the Nobel Prizes. So how the Nobel Prizes, the committee will look into the candidate's profile and how they selected the persons, great scientists or great, that scientists, researchers. Okay, so that means they look into their work, and their work should be somebody should be validated by somebody. Is it right? So suppose now I'm a college. Okay, I suppose like an example, like you are applying for college or some job. Okay, so you have done a work. Okay, you have done a work, and you have sent your CV, your application to that company or that college or something for getting a job. Okay, you describe your work. So what is like a justification? What is a validation? Your work is great. Your work is novelty. Your work is innovation. So who will check that? Who will authorize that? Who will authenticate it? Is it right? So there should be some agency should authorize that this work is great, this work is novel, this work is innovative. Is it right? So that IEEE, if you publish your work in IEEE Transaction, IEEE Journal, it's the most prestigious journals. Already I have shown you also how IEEE journals are recognized. If you publish your work in IEEE Transaction, that means your work is basically everybody should appreciate your work is great. No other way. Is it right? So otherwise, if your work is not great, IEEE journal, in peer review in itself, they will reject your work itself. Like that. Similarly, if you apply for any faculty job, okay. So like this. 1 minute. So even if you apply for your faculty jobs somewhere, even I can tell you that even India's premier most education institute, whatever you assume that everywhere, even outside also, industries also, suppose they look into what is your publication record, where you publish it, what kind of quality of journals you publish. If you have journals of IEEE journals like minimum 5 to 10, or at least 2 to 3 IEEE journals, if you publish it, that guarantee that you will get a job, you will get a shortlisted, you will call for interview at least. Is it right? So this is how there should be some agency, there should be some platform should recognize, should validate your work. So that is IEEE is doing through publications and patents. Okay, so that's how people will recognize. Similarly, this Nobel also, I was quoting previous that example. So there is a Nobel. Suppose all the Nobel laureates actually, so those scientists, researchers, they publish their work in a one very famous science journal. Example, Nature. Nature, all of you know that Nature is very popular science article journal. If you publish your work in the Nature, that means it is proven, your technology, your invention is it is accepted. Okay, nobody else, no need to recheck the work. That's it. Then the Nobel committee, then other, they will look into this. Yes, it is work is already validated, it is accepted, it's public, published and recognized well. And then they will take one of the parameters. This is they need to they need no need to check that. Okay, this so it will also help the review member, not only Nobel committee, any other awarding committee, jury committee. Okay, suppose even you can apply for National Innovation Awards. Example, in India, National Innovation Awards is there. Government of India, it has a foundation for an innovation. So if you apply for innovation awards for being a student or being a member or faculty, anything, your work, if it is already recognized and validated by IEEE being a publishing, okay, then they don't need to verify they don't need to send your work for third party verification. It's already approved, it's already verified by the IEEE. Then what else verification is needed? Is it right? That is how the IEEE also, your work, if you're publishing with IEEE also, you will get that kind of recognition. And that way also it will help you in this your career also when you're applying jobs particularly. So generally in scenario also and applying jobs also, this is the same way. And if you have good IEEE journals, I mean, you will your application will be automatically shortlisted. You will invited for interview for discussion, and based on interview performance and competition, of course, you will. I mean, you may get the chance to win the race and then get the job opportunity also. So this is how also IEEE is there, that platform to validate your work. Okay. So this point I was missed. I just want to tell you. And okay, with this, I will conclude my talk today. And thank you very much for giving this opportunity. So thank you so much. If any doubts are there, tell me. And I hope now everybody can join the IEEE without any hesitation or something.
Thank you, sir, for your informative, explicit, and elaborate presentation. It has kindled interest in new members and rekindled interest for existing members to continue with IEEE. Now we have a Q&A session. Anyone with any queries could enter your question in the chat box, or you could unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah. Yeah, PPT I will share, no doubt. I will share with the student branch, so you can connect with them. I think, okay. So yes, there are some free books also there available from IEEE. And even for COVID also, there is a lot of data set and then a lot of publication they made free available right now on COVID, whatever related work in IEEE. That is one question, answer to one question. And next is the IEEE job site. Okay, nice. Actually, parallelly to this in chat box, I see a lot of updates, and then with connect to references already given with reference links also given. So nice. I'm just going through this. Yeah, once somebody is asking what is the cost of the student member. Student member cost is close to 1,800 rupees. 1,800, $27. So you just see, you need to see the dollar price today, $27. And one more thing is you need to pay through the international debit card or credit card. Okay, international debit card, credit card, or you can pay through the PayPal account also. If you have PayPal account, So you can pay through PayPal account also. So that is 1800 rupees per year. But if you get a membership now in August, that will be validated till December 2021, 16 months. So then somebody is asking, I'm research scholar, ECE, I wanted to do research, please. So yeah, let us make, still not started. Yes. So no issue, you can contact me with me through separate email. So we can discuss on your research work and all, what your action plans. So yeah, then next. So yeah, contact number. Somebody is asking contact number. Yes, I can give. My contact number is open. You can find in my website also. So anyway, I'm giving here. No issue. So anything else now? Any feedback if you like? I would like to hear his feedback also. Anyway, feedback given in the chat box also. I will be able to receive it. Yeah. So okay, maybe you can conclude the session next. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Now we shall proceed to vote of thanks. I request Dr. Santosh Kumar to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Varun. It's my pleasure to present the vote of thanks. First of all, I thank Dr. Sandeep, sir. Not only from student branch, sir is always will be readily available for our EEE branch or the School of Engineering. Thank you, sir, giving a very elaborated and touching all the aspects of IEEE benefits for students as well as the members. Thank you, sir. On behalf of School of Engineering, Department of Electrical Engineering and CUK, very thankful to you, sir. Thank you. And a thank to all the participants who is present here. I hope you all will come to know all the aspects of IEEE benefits. We hope we'll see you in our branches or if you are other college also, you'll see that you will become a member. Thank you. Thank you one and all present who are present here. All our students are out of our CUK also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for all of you, especially CUK IEEE student branch and then faculty members of the Electrical Engineering Department CUK as well as School of Engineering. Thank you so much. And the participants too also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I hope you all have listened patiently to the benefits and the opportunities IEEE opens to you. There is a feedback form in the chat box. Please fill the feedback form for your certification. In the end, I would like to give one takeaway from the entire session. The world is a maze. Each path you take might look promising at the beginning, but one might end up barking the wrong tree. To embark on a journey that could surely paint a better picture of you, open the door of IEEE. Enter to utilize what it has to offer. Thank you. There is a feedback form. Please fill the feedback form for your certification. Thank you. Thank you for your patience and cooperation.